This is the Mini Mobile Show for Friday, July 23rd, 2010. The iPhone may be headed to T-Mobile, and Microsoft's giving away their new phone.
And we'll take a little break with some fun games for our iPhones. Plus, our sponsor, 1-800-PET-MEDS, will have a great offer for you later in the show.
Thanks for joining us on the Mini Mobile Show. I'm Eric Beeler.
And I'm Eric Johnson, and here's the latest mobile news. The iPhone rumor mill is in high gear with the latest highly reliable source claiming that T-Mobile will get first crack at being the second carrier in the U.S. to be allowed to sell iPhones.
Yeah.
Officially allowed to sell them, not take on cracked iPhones.
Yeah, that's right. So people have been using iPhones, their unlocked iPhones, on T-Mobile for a little while. So the rumor says they are ready to be released somewhere in around Q3.
Q3, and so that's actually not. Well, it's only a couple months off.
Yeah, that's really that starts in like September.
Yeah, so that could be kind of an interesting uptick there. But it's going to be released by. Am I saying this right? Deutsche Telekom?
Deutsche Telekom carries the iPhone in Germany, so that's the parent company
of T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. So this is totally plausible. They already have a relationship. Now, T-Mobile is a GSM carrier, kind of like AT&T, which gives it a little bit of weight versus it going to Verizon, because Verizon's CDMA. Now, how it would be compatible is a question, because current iPhones don't support the 1700 megahertz band that T-Mobile uses to support 3G.
Yeah.
But there's the possibility that when they listed what bands that they support from the chipset on the iPhone 4, they just left out the 1700 megahertz band. They'll just let us know about it when it's ready.
Just to flip the switch.
Yeah.
And for the record, people that have been taking their iPhones over to T-Mobile, their cracked iPhones, they've only been able to get Edge. They haven't actually been able to get 3G because of this particular little issue. So who knows what will happen when that actually flips over.
Now, over at Microsoft, they have a habit of eating their own dog food, and they're still on track with CEO Steve Ballmer planning to hand out a new Windows Phone 7 to all of its employees.
Now, Microsoft has 90,000 employees. That's a heck of a lot of phones.
A lot of phones.
And I think, it's interesting because a lot of people go, oh, man, they're giving me a phone. They want me to be tethered to my job. But they're going to make this look like a good thing. People would be excited.
Yeah, brand new. Now, we're not exactly sure when it's going to happen, if it's going to be pre-launch or post-launch, but this is something I think they should have done for a while because, not saying that I've been on the Microsoft campus, but I've been around it.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people using a lot of different phones. I see a lot of BlackBerries and other phones in addition to the Windows Mobile. So they need to get their Microsoft employees using and preaching about that Windows Phone 7.
Right now, the rumored launch for Windows Phone 7 is still October-ish, right?
That's right.
Okay, so it's still a few months for them to test it out before it actually goes out to the general public. But looks like the Samsung Galaxy phones are getting well reviewed. The controller of thousands of yuppie tech buys, Walter Mossberg of the Wall Street Journal, just gave the phone his stamp of approval.
That's right. So the Galaxy S, as it's called on T-Mobile, the Vibrant, and on AT&T, the Captive, seems to be hitting some nice notes. The Super AMOLED screen, it's a 4-inch screen, so as you know, the Droid has a 4.3 inch.
4.3 and iPhone's 3.5.
3.5. So this one's kind of in the middle. It's got a lot of features similar to the iPhone. 5 megapixel camera, HD video, really nice snappy performance, 16 gigs of internal memory, plus you can add the SD slot just like most of those other Android phones.
And this one's not a slider with a keyboard.
No.
Strictly touchscreen, just like an iPhone. Okay.
That's right. That's right. So it seems to be doing well.
How's it do with antenna? That's the big question.
It depends on if you ask Apple or not.
It's a big question lately.
That's right. Now, finally, to solidify the appearance that the Android platform attracts geeks, Droid 2 will have a special edition R2-D2 phone. That's right, folks. Star Wars is in the house.
Oh God! So this is going to have a white R2-D2 on the back of the phone.
Right. That's right.
And Motorola obviously had to go through hoops to license Droid.
Yeah, the name Droid is actually trademarked by Lucasfilm.
So once they got that done, why not throw R2-D2 on there?
Why not?
Yeah, and it is Droid 2, so the D2 makes sense. They are.
If I were going to buy a Droid, I might just get it.
You might just get it. And we're not sure if this is going to be launching with the regular Droid 2, but plans are in the works and it's coming. Is there a picture of it on the internet yet or anything like that?
Not really.
Okay. Well,
there's been chopped pictures, so that's all we got.
Superimpose R2-D2 on a phone and you got it.
That's right. So that's the Mini Mobile News. Stay tuned for our iPhone Friday. The Mini Mobile Show is a paid affiliate of 1-800-PET-MEDS.
That's right. Get the same medications you would from your vet delivered right to your door by using 1-800-PET-MEDS. They guarantee all their products and will meet or beat any price at the time of your order. Plus, you get free shipping on all orders of $39.99 or more. If you head over to 1-800-PETMEDS.com/minishow, you can actually get 10% off your order plus the free shipping. It's a great deal. Check it out. All right, it's Friday again, and that means time for some iPhone information. And a lot of you bought the iPhone as a productivity machine. Maybe you didn't, but everyone knows that the game selection on the iPhone is just awesome. So on this iPhone Friday, we're going to take a look at some of these games that can be quickly played, keep you entertained, a little bit of fun,
That's
a
right.
little bit of excitement. First one up, I play this one all the time. It drives me up a wall. Angry Birds. If you haven't played Angry Birds, it's a little puzzler game where you slingshot the bird to try and take out the green pigs that have stolen your bird's eggs.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Green pigs.
Green pigs.
Stolen eggs.
Stolen eggs.
Birds are angry.
Birds are angry.
Okay, so where do you go beyond that?
That's it. The pigs are out in a field, and you slingshot your birds out.
Oh, okay, so this is one of those physics
It's like
types.
a physics game. You have different types of birds. Some go fast, some go slow, some split into pieces, some explode. And as you go on, obviously the levels get harder and harder, and the pigs are more fortified, and they get helmets. And they're constantly adding new levels. So like I've played through the whole game, and now I'm going back trying to get like 3 stars, but they constantly add more levels. It's a lot of quick puzzler. It does now support multitasking on the iPhone, so you can, mid attack, hit pause, take a call, go right back to your game. So
Awesome.
99 cents for Angry Birds. Check that one out. It's a lot of fun.
Now, one I recently picked up was Tiger Woods PGA Golf. It's a mobile version of the popular video game played on consoles. It's got really nice 3D graphics. For example, it'll take and fly you through the course, just like the console
Just like
one.
the console?
Okay. The graphics not as good as, say, your typical Xbox or PlayStation, but it's really, really good for the platform. And the controls include this swing meter, so basically you use your thumb and you pull down and push back up.
I've always had trouble with it. I've played it a couple times on the phone.
It takes a little getting used to, but that's the way it controls how your swing is going to be. So what I like about this as a quick game is you can play on just a hole, and you can say, hey, I need to take a call, I need to go back to work. You can play through a game throughout the day.
And just play a quick hole.
Yeah, play a quick hole, come back, play another one, just suspend the game. And this one is $4.99.
Okay. Another one that's a lot of fun. This one, sort of a similar concept to the one I talked about, Angry Birds, RagDoll Blaster. I think they're up to RagDoll Blaster 2 now. Plus there's Flash versions online, so this has been around for a long time. But basically it's this puzzle game where you have a cannon and you fire ragdolls, and the whole goal is there's a target on the screen. Your ragdoll has to hit the target.
Okay.
So it has a very puzzly aspect. If you remember way back in the day, like the Incredible Machine games, where you had to get the rocket to hit the thing and do the thing. A lot of things like that, where you'll set off a bomb that'll blow up a ball and knock the target, and then the target falls, and you have to hit it as it falls. So it's a very
so it's very physics-based.
Very, very physics-based.
Okay.
Hugely physics-based. Over 100 levels. And like I said, there's 2 out right now. There's RagDoll Blaster 1 and 2, so you can play through both of them. And 2 is even more awesome because it does things like you can fire a doll from one cannon and hit another cannon to activate that cannon to then fire another doll.
Sounds complicated and also violent.
It is. Well, it's not really violent because it's ragdolls. And my son calls it the doll shoot game. So here's to you, buddy.
Give it a try. How much?
This one's $1.99 in the Apple Store. And I think RagDoll Blaster 1 might be 99 cents.
Okay.
And 2 is $1.99. Don't quote me on that, but they're both around that price.
You can always go check. Now, one I like, especially when I'm sitting on a plane, not having to do too much, Tap Tap Revenge. A lot of people have heard of this, but if you haven't, it's a music-based game similar to like your Guitar Hero.
Right, but with no external guitar.
You actually have to use your thumbs at this point. So you tap through the beats and shake left and right, and arrows fall, and you need to do certain things.
Yeah.
But what's nice is that you've got music that you know playing through, and it's kind of like, hey, I'm going to put on my iPod, but I still want something else to do. So when I'm sitting in the seat, like on an airplane,
so
hey, I've got something to do and listen to some
Play
music.
the Tap Tap. Now, the nice thing about Tap Tap, there's tons of versions, and they actually have artist-specific versions.
That's
there's like Tap Tap Metallica, and then the other ones.
Tap Tap Bieber.
Tap Tap Bieber. That's, oh God.
They do.
Those are very different. But then you've just got the standard Tap Tap.
That's right. So Tap Tap Revenge 3 is free. So the idea is that they give it to you for free. They give you a couple tracks for free. So each week there's a few free tracks, and you buy songs. So it's kind of nice to have. It's a nice distraction.
Can any of those songs that you buy be then thrown into your iTunes library for playback? That would be neat.
Yeah,
you need to work on that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to spend $1.99 on your Tap Tap song, I want to listen to it when I'm not playing Tap Tap.
Okay.
What do you think?
So that's our list of quick games we can play while pretending we're sending an important email. We hope you get to have some fun from our iPhone Friday feature. Thanks for joining us again on the Mini Mobile Show.
That's right, and please check out today's sponsor, 1-800-PetMeds. Go to their website, 1-800-PetMeds.com/minishow, and you'll get 10% off your order.
Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and check us out on Twitter at Mini Mobile Show.
We'll see you Monday.
See ya.